Hello Libra, this is your November 15th and November 30th, 2016 read. For the main read, I'm using the Morgan Grow Tarot again. And for the accompanying Oracle cards, I'm using the Saints and Angels Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue. I think it's just a fall thing at the moment for me. I'm just very attached to those two. Per usual, I've already shuffled the deck. Okay, that's interesting. Alright. Okay. So, there's been a few reads in this section for November 15th to 30th that I've had some interesting layouts. And I got, like, usually my cards don't do this, but they're kind of, like, bowing a little, and they're kind of, like, teetering back and forth, which makes them want to roll upside down, right side up. The Oracle cards, 3 fell out while I was shuffling them, and it really felt I needed to keep them. And then the bottom card of the deck caught my eye, and I was going to move on from it, but it felt really strong that it also fit in too, so we're going to keep that as well. I'm getting a very win-lose effect here for your overall energy. This is the 9 of Rods, and it's the overall crowning energy. It came up upside down, but then I wanted to put it right side up, but then I wanted to put it upside down again. And I'm feeling like it's win-lose. There's a lot of win-lose going on right now. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Perspective is huge in this situation. And it's either one of two things, depending on how your life is going. Either there's a lot of little situations you're dealing with, and you got win-lose all over the place. Or it's one situation with many little facets, and there's a lot of win-lose there going on. I feel like if you look at the situation from where it came from to where it is now, it is more of a victory than not. But I feel like it's not feeling like a complete victory or the way you really want it to be. But if you reference it from where it was to where it is, it's definitely better. That's what I'm getting from it. As you go into this time period, I really feel like things are set and good, and I feel like you're happy as things start into this time period. I don't feel like things are really that hectic, but I do feel like they're busy. I feel like you're comfortable and social and happy with how things are going forward as we go in. But I feel like this is also due to you took some time to yourself, and I feel like we're connecting to the past a lot here, from like where things came from to where they are now. I feel like you had to take some time to yourself. Some things were not going the way you needed to, or just you took a couple cues from other people and you just kind of backed off and stepped out of a situation. And then you came back to it later after you had a better insight, and you had a chance to recharge your batteries and see things from the outside a little differently. You're meant to be a part of the situation, that's for sure. But again, it's coming back to like the win-lose feel. Like I feel like there's either many facets or many little things you're a part of. One of the two. Either it's one thing with a lot of little facets, or there's a lot of different situations you're a part of at the moment, and it's very win-lose. But again, it tells me if you look back from where you were to where you are, it's definitely going better, and things are there's improvement. I feel like due to the win-lose effect and like many things going on, I feel like you're waiting for things to happen. I feel like you're extending love to other people, loving relationships, kind words, a lot of kind words to other people. I feel like you're being nice to people, very kind words. The Judgment, that is really interesting, because that really wants to turn back and forth on me a lot, which is not really common for my cards. It's not usually what happens, but when I get that like teetering back and forth, I'm more getting that it's like how you're perceiving it, like how it feels to you, and you're not really sure if things are going your way or not. That's kind of how as we get closer to the 30th or whatever time frame this most fits for you, whether it be in the future or not, or if you're looking in the past, however that works. More future, I'm thinking. But hey, I feel like you're not really sure, like I feel like if you get closer to the end of this spot, you're just like, I'm not really sure if this is going my way or not. And around you, like, people are like working with you, but there's also people going against you and doing what they want to do at the same time, but it's still working to the same effect that you were going for. Okay, so like people are doing it your way, but then some other people are doing it not your way, but it still ends up going to the same effect that you were looking to achieve. Okay, I feel like it might be a little aggravating, and this might be one of the reasons why you're like, is this going my way or not? Because I'm getting the result I want for the most part. It's not really happening the way I wanted it to, but I'm still getting where I need to go. I feel like people around you, I don't know what's going I don't know what this is about here. Like, there's a lot of hope. Like, I feel like some people are hoping to take things in their own direction, which is interesting, because I feel like this energy is, like, kind of moving, like, it's almost like they're trying to move it away from you, but I feel like you're just too much of a part of it. And again, it's not like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like it should be moved away from you, but it's almost like a few people are just trying to take things on for themselves, or trying to take control of the situation. But it's not really happening that way. Like, that's one of the reasons they're doing it their own way, but it still goes the way you planned it to go. It's still heading in the right trajectory. Okay. I'm actually going to take one card from the bottom here. Look deeper. So as we go into get to the end of this, we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is a great card. This is somebody who's very accomplished and happy and comfortable. This situation, it really makes me wonder what's happening here, because when you get closer to the end, like, I really feel like it goes where it was supposed to. Like, it still ends up in the spot you wanted it to, for the most part. But some of the methods to get there, you're just like, I don't really know if I like that. But it's pretty much when it's said and done, and it is where it is, you're just you're happy and you're enjoying the moment. In fact, afterwards, I feel like it's fine, and you're kind of looking deeper into the situation. And I almost feel like, whatever happened to get it where it is, even though it wasn't by your design, I feel like you're kind of looking back afterwards, and you're just like, you know what, it's fine, and I think that actually worked out to my benefit, and I feel like you're kind of like looking at it, I actually literally am getting the term rose-colored glasses. Like, you prefer to see the good in the situation, and it's where you needed it to be anyway. So you're just kind of like moving beyond it, like, just like, it's fine, everything's good, everything's okay. So I'm resisting recapping, because people have mentioned that, if they want to recap, they can go back and rewatch the video. So I'm resisting recapping. But definitely, the strongest part of this whole read, what I'm picking up, is the win-lose effect. And I really feel like you're going to end up where you want to be. It's just, either there's a lot of little facets, like I said, I don't know how many times so far, or there's a lot of little different things going on. But even though it feels like win-lose, win some, lose some, I feel like in the overall, you go from where you were to where you are now, it's where you want to be. It's where you want to be. And as you look back, you'll see that, and it'll be a lot more comfortable for you. That's all I got for right now. Okay. All right. Interesting readings this part of the month. Cards going in all different directions. I'm getting a lot of blunt energy, a lot of blunt information, and things just like, I get the information and it stops, which it happens, but thank you for watching. Of course, comment below. Let me know if you want to, of course, how this affected you. I always like to read those comments. I try to get to them as much as I can. Sometimes it's a couple weeks before I get back to them, but I usually try to at least thumbs up them or give some type of feedback that I saw them. A lot of times I read them on my phone. If you want a personal read from me, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. Thank you.